In this video, I'm going to show you how to reduce the appearance of your gyno, how to make the gyno far less noticeable than it is now, because maybe you have gyno and you've been thinking about getting it removed, but if you don't know, to get gyno removed and to get gynecomastia out of your chest, you have to get surgery, and that surgery is super expensive, and not a lot of people have enough money for that. So I do have gynecomastia. If you do not know what it is, it's just excess breast tissue in your chest. And a lot of guys get it going through puberty. It's pretty common, it's pretty normal, and a lot of guys actually have gyno and they just don't know it. Gyno is also induced through steroids, PEDs, SARMs, all that stuff. So that's why I post so many gyno videos on social media, trying to help people reduce it, just bring awareness to it. And a lot of people say, oh, he looks natty for being on steroids. That's what you get for, bro, I'm completely natural. Gyno is common, and literally just guys through puberty. So many skinny guys have it, a lot of overweight people have it, and it's literally just, it happens, bro. But today I'm gonna show you the 3 ways that I have found you can actually reduce the appearance of your gyno naturally. So make sure y'all stick around to this last one right here, and I will tell y'all what that is. But first, you're going to want to build your upper chest. So to reduce the appearance of your gyno, you want to take off the attention from it. And the way that you're going to do that is to build your upper chest, and not only your upper chest, but your entire chest. So if you have a pretty decent chest, I would say go about it in the upper route and start training upper really hard. But you need to have a good foundation. You need to build chest muscles, because if you don't, the gyno is 10 times more noticeable. It'll poke a lot harder if you don't have muscle to kind of cover it up. So building upper chest is the most important thing once you have a good foundation, because it makes your chest look more full. It makes your chest appear full, looking a lot bigger, and it actually just reduces the appearance of the gyno. Like, I have stage 1 to 2 gyno, which isn't really bad. It just affects the puffiness of my nipples. But it honestly doesn't even look like I have it, simply because I have a really good chest shape. I have good chest genetics, and I've built my upper chest, my full chest, to kind of just take away the attention off the gyno. And the way that you're going to build your upper chest, any incline presses. If you are on any incline press, it is going to be targeting your upper chest. You're going to be building your upper chest. And flies. This one main one that I've done has literally helped my upper chest have striations and grow like crazy. It is low to high cable flies, and it literally just spams your upper chest, and is a perfect movement for just building it in general. You should incorporate some incline movements and some flies to build your upper chest in general, but you do want to have a solid foundation, a solid sturdy chest in the first place. And the way that you're going to do this is just by bench pressing, by doing any flies, any pressing movements, just so you can be focusing on building your chest and having a good foundation for that. So this is the first thing that I've noticed. I have a pretty good chest, and my gyno, like I said, is not super noticeable, but I've seen so many other people that just they're kind of skinny, right? And they don't have a lot of muscle on their chest. The gyno is 10 times more noticeable whenever their chest just doesn't have a lot of muscle to either hide it or just cover it up a little bit. So build your upper chest, build your chest in general, and this will reduce the appearance of it. The second one right here is to reduce your body fat. One thing that I have found is whenever I'm on the bulk and I'm trying to gain muscle and build muscle, I gain body fat, because that's inevitable when you're bulking, when you're trying to build. You're going to gain a little bit of body fat. But I've noticed whenever I am on the bulk and I am a little bit higher body fat percentage, my gyno looks so much worse than it actually is. And that's simply because it's just adding on to the excess fat that's already there. It pushes it up. It makes it look super noticeable. So that is a no-go, bro. Of course, you want to bulk, but if you do bulk, you want to go about it in the lean bulking route if you do have gyno, because if not, it's going to look crazy noticeable. The one thing that I have found whenever I was super high body fat versus when I'm super low, whenever I'm on the cut or I'm main gaining and I'm just super low body fat percentage, you can see my striations, my veins, the gyno is a lot less noticeable. And that's because gyno is breast tissue, and the fat around it just pushes it more up to the surface. It makes it look more noticeable, and it just gathers around the gyno. It literally just looks crazy. Like, it looks completely different. But whenever you're on the cut and you get rid of that and it's gone and it's not there as much, I promise you the gyno will look a lot less noticeable. This is one of the reasons that I actually like to lean bulk, because on a lean bulk, you're gaining slowly. You're not gaining a lot of body fat, so the gyno isn't going to become a lot more noticeable. And it's kind of just why I like to main gain and cut a lot, because, the gyno just looks a lot better. It looks a lot less noticeable whenever you do have lower body fat percentages. And that's simply just from what I've learned over the years. This last one right here, this question mark, is to build a good physique. And I know that's probably annoying. You waited all this time to hear that. Like, what is this thing that can help me reduce my gyno? But it's literally just build a good physique, bro. Because I've talked to so many scrawny kids that have gyno. I've talked to so many overweight people that have gyno. And the simple factor and why it's so noticeable in them is because they don't have a good physique. They don't have anything to take the attention off their gyno. So whenever they take their shirt off and you see their chest, or you see them at a pool or at the beach, whatever the case is, you notice the gyno first thing. That's the first thing you notice about these people, because they don't have any muscle, they don't have a physique going on. You just notice that poking in their chest. But if you build a good physique and you build muscle and you have striations and you're just big, it takes the attention off your little nipples. Like, nobody's gonna see that. They're gonna be paying attention to your jacked legs or your big arms, and they're just not going to be paying attention to the gyno. And not only that, it's not going to be as noticeable simply because you have all this going on for you. I'm not gonna sit here like I'm from this high place and say, oh, I have a great physique, that's why my gyno isn't super noticeable. But that's the case with a lot of people. When they do have good physiques and they've built and they look good, the gyno isn't noticeable. You may not even tell that they have it. And that's simply because they have a lot of muscle, they've bulked, they've packed on muscle, or they lose body fat right here, like I said earlier. So if you build an above average physique and you build muscle and you just have a good physique to show off, I promise you it will make the gyno far less noticeable. It'll take the attention way off the gyno and put it on your muscles, your body, and you'll actually look attractive. You'll feel good. You'll have high self-worth because you're not self-conscious that people are looking at your gyno, or it's poking whenever you walk through the gym. Like, this is the most important thing, is to just build muscle, build your self-esteem by just building a great physique. And these are the 3 things that I've learned to actually reduce the appearance of your gyno. And if you do need help with this last one, because I know it can be overwhelming, you can go to the gym and not know if what you're doing is working, and maybe you just want to cut off all the time that it takes you to learn from failures and trial and error, and you just want help to kind of speed up your process and get there quicker. If you're a skinny guy and you want help bulking, you want help building muscle and looking bigger so that your gyno doesn't poke as much and it's not as noticeable, that first link in the description, you can get one-on-one help with me. It is going to be a completely free discovery call so I can see if you are fit for my program. We can take you through, and if you are, I can help you and speed up your process on this bulk, because I used to be this scrawny kid. I used to be this super skinny, insecure kid. And from everything that I've learned from over the years, time and time again, I'm not the hugest right now, but I'm bulking right now. I've learned how to bulk, and I know what to do to get there super fast. So if you want help with that, if you want one-on-one help, if you want more in-depth help, then click that first link in the description, and this is how to reduce the appearance of your gyno. So if you like this video and you want more tips on how to bulk, how to reduce your gyno, then head over to my Instagram. You can watch my content there, connect with me, or if you do want that one-on-one, more in-depth help in this program, then click that first link in the description and book a call with me there, and I'll help you and help you and speed up your process on this bulk. That's the end of the video. Make sure to subscribe. If not, subscribe anyways because it's free, and comment your biggest takeaway. And I love y'all boys and girls, and I'm out. Peace.